Welcome to Kennington Road in Lambeth. This stretch of road was filmed heavily in the episode The Perfect Clippie in Series 7 of On the Buses. If you remember the scene when Jack's hanging out of the door talking to Stan on the bus, you see this pub in the background as the bus heads south down the Kennington Road. So this pub here, the Tankard, obviously it's about this angle that you see. It's changed since then, names a couple of times I do believe, but it's distinctive, that fencing along the top and the arched doorway and windows there. So the bus heads along in this direction as they continue their conversation. I'll just head on down to the next location, because obviously they filmed this all in a one, there's no continuity errors or anything. They obviously filmed it in a one go. And I'll take you down to where you see the next location that I can pick out for you. The buildings across the other side at this stretch of Kennington Road remain the same, and on this side of the road they're all as well, and on the buses, although there are big stretches of Kennington Road where a lot of building work's gone on. A lot of the old buildings are now lost, unfortunately. So our next location that we see here, the bus would have been passing around about this point here, and you see these buildings and over in the ones with the unlevel roofs, one low down and rises up a little bit more, and then you've got another rise up to the next. That's 125 Kennington Road where those buildings are. And that is where you see Jack when he continues to talk to Stan on the bus. And that would have been filmed with the bus passing just as this bus is passing here right now. Although of course it was a Bristol Lodekka. So continuing on along down Kennington Road from scenes in The Perfect Clippie, it's as Olive starts to nag Jack about talking to the driver. You've got 189 and 191 just right there with the turquoise coloured doors. And if you look to the balconies above there, they give away to this being the location that you see when Jack's getting nagged by Olive. The balconies are still there, very distinctive and only very unique to this property. And you have the pillar there as well. It's lost a bit of its white since the years they filmed On the Buses here. So the bus heads along in this direction, carries on down in this direction. Now, you have to bear in mind there's been a lot of building work gone on in Kennington Road since 1973 when this episode was filmed. You can see that with that new building across the road. It would have been the similar buildings to these on this side of the road that ran uniformly right up both sides of the road. So here is where a church once stood, and when they filmed On the Buses here, that's gone now as well. The same with the flats that are across the road, just across the road here, past the one-way signs. So the bus passes here as Jack continues to get nagged. We know it's here because thankfully the one-way signs still remain. And we know it's here because if you look beyond that, you see a block of flats right there, as you see in the episode as well. So this is Reedworth Street, so the bus would have been passing along Kennington Road in this direction, heading south. So that covers the locations seen in The Perfect Clippie.